If you open up the Pages panel in InDesign, you can see that there's two sections. The top part has something called the A master in it, and the bottom part are the pages of your document. So you can see I have set up a 4-page document, and there is a master with 2 pages because this is a facing document. If it was not a facing pages document, it would only have 1 page in the master. And masters are basically just like templates, and anything that you put on a master will show up on a page that has that master applied to it. So let me go, I'm going to double click the name so I can see both pages here. I'm going to just shrink them down a little bit so I can see them, and I am going to put something on these pages. Actually, let's put a color bar like so, and let me give it a color with our swatches. I'm going to make that one pink, and then I'm going to copy that by dragging and holding down the Option key, and I'm going to make that one yellow, and I'll put that one down here on the bottom like so. Alright, so now you see in my master's page right here, you can see the pink is on the top and the yellow is on the bottom. Well, that's also showing up on my pages here. So on the left pages, the pink is showing up like in the master, and the right pages, the yellow is showing up like on the master. That's because all these pages have Master A applied to them. Alright, well, what if I want a different master, I want a different template basically for more pages? Well, I can create a new master, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to click the drop down options, panel options menu, and I'm going to say new master. You can also duplicate the existing master and change it or do a lot of different things, but for right now we're just going to make a new master, and it just goes to the next letter for the prefix. You can change that if you want. I tend to like to give them a new master name, so we'll call this a photo page. Maybe this is a template for a page that I only put photos on. I can base it on another master, but anything that's on that other master will also show up on this master, and I can't change it on this master. I would have to go back to the original. I'm not going to base it on anything, and I'm just going to leave it as is. So I'm going to say OK, and now you see a new master has shown up called photo page that I just made. So I am going to put some photo frames in here, and using a trick using the gridify trick. So here we go. That's good enough for now, and I want to put a stroke on them, so I'm going to do that really quick. I don't want yellow, I want black so I can see them. Alright, so there we go. This is my B master. Let's do something like this. Really big. We'll type in there. Whoops, what's going on here? I typed the wrong thing in. Okay. Oh, that's why. Alright, let me undo that. Okay. Alright, so we're going to type photos right here. And again, that's on my master. So you can kind of see it there on my master. Probably center. I'm not doing this perfect, but alright, so there we go. So I have this other master, and now I can apply this master to these pages. I'm going to add a couple of, oops, wrong one. I'm going to come down here and select a page, and then I'm going to add a couple of pages so I have more. So now I want the second spread to follow this B master. All I have to do is double click on I don't have to double click, I just have to click on and drag it down to whatever pages I want to replace it. Now I can replace just the left page or just the right page, indicated by the black line as I go over them, or if I want both pages under the B master, I can just slide it around until I see the black line encompassing both pages and then let go. So now you can see on pages 4 and 5 I have a totally different layout. So if I go to the double click that, there they are. I still have 6, it still has the A master, as do 2, 3, and 1. All right, so that's pretty cool. You can do as many masters as you want. It's very, very cool. Now, if there is something on a page that has that's a master item and I don't like it, there's different things I can do. I can click on those pages in here in the panels menu, and then in the drop down I can select override all master page items. So it's just for the pages that are selected. So I just did that for pages 2 and 3. Now let me just, as an example, on page 1, which has not been overridden, get rid of that text field. I cannot do anything to this yellow stripe. I can't select it, I can't move it, but on page 2 and 3 where I said override it, I can now, sorry, the text fields always get me, I can now select these and move them around on both pages. Okay, so you can set a master page, but there may be just one thing on that master page that you don't want, but you want everything else. You can apply that master page and then just overwrite it and get rid of or move the one thing that you don't want there.